Okay, where do we stop yesterday? Notepad. What's our today's agenda?
Notepad.
We want to create group. So let's talk about group. Let's talk about some. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about. We may decide to find average view. Like I think joining of table will come before stop procedure. You see, there are times that you want to. We talk about maximum. We talk about minimum. Well, you can do this average yourself. I'll just show you the stuff. Have you gone through the date function and the string function?
I have not. I have not.
Ṣínà ìwọ àtàvis
What?
ẹ tún ṣe mí sí kí ni nǹkan tí mo sọ.
èmi lag behind so àwọn yẹn lè mú.
Have you gone through the string functionality?
Sí.
One fear and Z.
I said, have you gone through the date function and string function? See, you did not check it. By the time we start using it now,
I checked.
we will be using them now. You'll be asking questions. So that I want you to go through them so that if you have issues, then you let me know. So when we talk about group, this group, we use this group to group result. Take for example, if I want to sum, assuming now that let me give you an instance. Let us know that we have a table. You understand? Let's say we want to collect back our payment. So let's say you are owing a company, I'm owing a company, you are owing a company, and we have a table that keep track of the total amount you are owing a company. But what we want to do is, as you pay, maybe when you pay 10 naira, we put it into one table. If you pay 5 naira, I will insert into that table. If you pay this, I will insert it to one. So if I now want to know the total amount that everybody has paid so far, then that is when group and sum comes in place. Count, we normally use count to get the total number of record. And there's another clause called praise. Why are you looking like that now? Distinct. Distinct is to get a unique value. So let's create a table. I should have even tell you to even create that table since MySQL command. So let's say use store, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's say show tables. Let's say explain payment. I want to see what we have in payment. Okay, we have matrix camera, we have this. Okay, let's add record into the payment. Do you have any record in the payment?
Record.
Okay. So
English.
This thing comes out without.
let's say insert
What's it called?
into payment. Matrix number, amount, date paid, comments, select. Let me just say values. Is it not on to?
It's not on to, sir.
So
Oh.
ID has to be included.
Okay.
I was trying to make what we want. Why like this?
You see that, Abi?
What do you say? Stop speaking all this stuff.
Okay, what we do is let's say it has 11. Let's I just want to use this one as
Hello.
date pay. Okay, there's no.
There's no A. It's A before I.
DPI.
So if you select all from, you see now that this user with this matric number has made what? How many payments? 2 payments.
Okay, same.
This user with matric number made payment.
Okay, that one, yeah.
So what we want to do is, if I say okay, select distinct matric number from what? Payment. So it will only give me the distinct matric number. Even if the matric number, any matric number that appears twice, it will give me one. Distinct may give me a unique value.
Okay.
So if I now say okay,
Repetition.
yes, select count all from where? Payment. You see, it will give me the total number of records in the payment. So if I decide to say okay, select matric number, count what? Or from payment. What do you expect here?
All the matric number. All the column of matric number.
Total.
Do you see it? As me now that I want to know how, so you have to say group by matric number. You see it now. Interpret that.
Okay.
It will tell me how many times this matric number appears. So I say count all, but I have to group it by what? Matric number. So it will not tell me, okay, this matric number appears how many?
Twice.
That is the essence of group.
Twice or stop.
It's possible you group it by multiple columns. If I say group by matric number, comma, group by this, comma. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So I can say select matric number sum amount as total. Can you see it? I sum because there is a sum function. Sum, what do you want to sum? Amount column. It will not give it as a total header.
Another column.
Yes, it will select matric number. It will give me the number of times that this one appear. So if I click this, so that you now see that okay, this one appeared twice. You see, it summed the total amount of this one. So though we have the record of this guy appeared twice in the table, but the summation of it. So if even if this one have 10 records, it will sum it because you group it by what? Matric number. You want to sum everything, but you group it by matric number. So if I make payment like 10 times, you only see the total amount of payment. Do you get it?
Yes.
This is not the only usage. It's dynamic. Don't think it is straightforward. There are times that you have to think to solve it. So we've done this, we've done this, we've done this, we've done this. So let's say we want to select maximum, right? So you may decide to get the maximum. You can use average. You can say select average. If you select average, let's say I want to get the average of everybody. Instead of say sum here, you can just say average. It will calculate the average for you. Anyway. Okay, maybe the average, there is a mistake there. Maybe I forget the average. We can check online, but I know there is average. Maybe the spelling is wrong.
Maybe AVG or something.
So it will calculate the average of this. You see, instead of summing it, it will just give you the average. Likewise, go and look for that. So maximum, you can, as me now that you have, as you have students now, you may decide to say, okay, you want to get the highest paid in each department. That means you select maximum, you now group it by department.
Okay.
Come again, sir.
From
If I want to know the people, let's say it's the employee that collect that earn the highest income or salary within the department. So that means I will select maximum amount. Good. I say select maximum amount. I will now group it by department.
Okay.
So it will give me one from each department, one from each department. Because when I group it by department, it's going to give me highest from each department.
Okay. I get it now.
okay. So, but can we do something like that here so that we can?
Like we can use the student example. Use payment under it. School fees.
There is no fee under it.
We use something like fees.
Okay, let's say we want to use the level.
Okay. Can you do that?
You know, we have a student that have in computer science. And I can ask, okay, select ID, matric number, you understand? Age, email, you understand? I can say maximum level, right? From what? Student. And that's a group by department.
Level.
So now it's going to give me can you see it? So from computer science now, is this what this one gave me is the highest level in each. You know here now in computer science we have 200, we have 100, which again that's all. So it means that it will pick 200. So when you come to computer science here now, what did you see? It picked 200.
In biology,
Yes. One because it's the only record there. You understand? So you know if you clean this, you won't see all this query again. I don't know if you get it. If you close this black guy, you will not see the query again. So you have to copy the query. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. Where is it? Has it closed?
yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir. It's no more in the notebook.
Where you have the video,
Yes, sir.
so you can trace through the video. I don't know, but we'll be using from the next class. We'll be using workbench so that you'll be able to keep your query.
It's there now.
You don't have it.
It's there.
Is that?
Okay. What's loan today? Oh, one of my little protocol pé kí n jẹ́ kí màá pè ẹ́ kò sí wá ṣe jẹ́. Do you people understand it?
Yes, sir.
You don't get it?
You get no, sir.
You get it.
We should get it.
So now there is what we call view. We have a matric number, and the matric number here is different. Shino,
Sir?
I will give you one task. Go and teach them how to join table.
We look it together.
That one is closed. Go and teach them how to join table. That means you, because what I really want to do is I want to have a student and payment. You understand? so that we now join the. But I noticed that your payment doesn't have student ID, but you can use matric number to join as well. But your matric number is different.
Okay, so could you join?
So there is no
My own
join.
is the same.
For you to join the table, you
And
must
for the
have
two
a
tables.
record
All the two tables.
that are
Even
identical.
the names.
Or should I on my system?
Okay, you
Go
have
and
a
teach
similar
them.
table.
Go and study it first before you explain to them.
Ó dojú wájú bọ́ọ̀lù lọ́la.
Àjọ wo lé náà ni?
Kí ló ń wò?
Àjọ wo ni?
Ṣé wọ́n bá wọn wò?
Start the.
The Snagit is on. Let me teach you how to create a view. You see, view is a temporary table. You can, if you delete a table, we create view from a table. So if you delete a table, the view is gone. If you delete a table,
Okay.
then the view will not. You will not have any record in the view again. Because the view fetch record from a table. Take for example, let's say I don't want like the query we wrote the other time. Look at it. Like the query we wrote the other time when we say select matric number, age, email, phone, department, maximum, and if it is minimum, you specify minimum level from student. Group by what? We group it by what? Department. You know, this is a query. But anytime I want to do this, I need to fetch, I need to write this. So if I don't want to be writing this again, I can say just create it as view. I say create view, the name of view.
Okay.
I can say okay, student log as. Do you see it? I just say create view, the name of view as. The as is going to be select statement. So I've created a view. So if you now show table, you see that the view is there.
Okay, student log.
Yeah, you may now decide to select or from what? Student what? Log.
Okay. So if I give you, I can answer.
So now even if you add other department, this one will be automatically
Okay, updating.
So you can now fetch from here.
Okay.
So take for example now, you may have product. You understand? Say for example, if we have a table called create table product ID int not no auto increment, right? Finance okay. Quantity int price. I say double. If I create the table, incredible definition. Oh, sorry. What is that? Create table product ID int not no auto increment. Is correct now. One auto increment and must be. Oh, sorry. So you make it as primary key. So if I want to explain that table, right? Let's add record into. I say insert into product, right? I just want to insert the quantity and what? Price. And I say values. And I say the quantity is 20. Price is what? 200. So you're supposed to have a product name, isn't it? Outer table product add product name. I can make it to be text if I. So if I now say select from what? Product. I'm getting this. Update what? Product. Set product name equal to rice. I can say where product name is null. Something like this, it will work. or I can say where ID is equal to what? 1. You understand?
Or where quantity
Is equal to 20. If you say quantity is equal to 20, everybody that have 20.
But this one is the product key.
But now when you say it's advisable to use ID, even when you say no, every record with no will be updated with that. You do know why you understand the database is because you've gone through programming. So let's update our addition. Let's say product name. Oh God. Product name.
Yes. Oh, why not?
Are you giving it the same quantity?
I can change it now. You see now, when I select from what? Product. You see it has this. I can say okay, create view product.
No.
I can say product V as select ID, quantity, price, product name. I can now say okay, quantity times what? Price, as amount from product. You understand? If I select from product V, this is so even if I now insert more, let me call it Spark.
Gone.
C'est gone.
That's it.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you select from product V, you see that Spark. I don't do summation. Likewise, when you want to say this, and if there is bonus, maybe the table has bonus, or we want to give them bonus, you can give bonus. Do you people understand it? Basically, your view helps you a lot, so that you create view out of. Take for example, your bank statement. You withdraw. I can create a view that will now have debit. I can create a view that will now have credit, so that I will now be able to know your total credit is what you will now see in your account balance. If I want to know your total debit from this date to this date, it's just to fetch the record. Do you people understand it? Yes. So there is another this called between. We can use between to.
So what about the store procedure?
We are going to stop procedure, but it's not going to be today. We can say okay, select all from product V where price between 200 and let's say 500. Can you see it? Between 200 and 5. But if I put it to 900, it's going to give me this. Do you people understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
So that you should know that there is another clause called between. All those things you need to learn them, because I learned them. I'm not cramming it again. It's just like normal.
Default.
Okay, take for example normal ABC. Can you forget that? Hey, you can't forget that now. Hey, you still remember A, B, C. It's normal. Like all the before is I used to stretch my head that programming when I there's so many things I will try to put in my head. I will try to memorize them. But you memorize to the extent that you can't forget again. It will not be as if you are singing national anthem. It will stick. That's why you see that. Okay. Maybe if I didn't remember that I'm supposed to teach you this, but I must have done it before. There are so many things here that maybe I didn't remember in this context that we can use this, but I've used it before. But when you forget how to use it, you check online. Yeah. So we've used and we normally use this one too to check date, where date between this and this. Maybe I want to say between 1st of January to end of January. So it will give you date range. If you want to fetch by date range. Okay. I think we've covered a lot. So go and read, go and study more. We talk about joining of table. This man will teach you joining of table.
Thank you in advance, Mr. Rashid.
So, but notwithstanding, what you're supposed to do is you should create a product. Try and create 2 tables. That payment and student. I think Afi said he has you can use Afi system as a demo so that you'll be able to make use of it. If you now have issue, you let me know.